Days of Our Lives spoilers. Abigail's last-minute note changes everything for Chad. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers and rumors tease when Nicole DiMera finds Abigail DiMera's journal and gives it to Chad DiMera. It'll change everything. Away from having some substantiation tying it to Lai Shin's murder, as Abigail was dying, she managed a last nanosecond note to Chad. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Chad has been unfit to move forward. Chad has tried a relationship with Abigail's kinsman, Stephanie Johnson, but set up himself unfit to move forward. Indeed, though, his woman has been gone over a time. Nicole brings the journal she set up, just a tablet that Abigail was working on for an investigative report, and exposes it to Chad at the Salon Spectator. He's with Eric Brady, who has stopped by when she brings it, and starts to read it. Chad, with a lonesome Thomas DiMera who still doesn't understand why mommy had to go to heaven, had just visited her grave. Chad will turn the tablet and since her notes may reveal some substantiation tied to another murder besides her own, but not before chancing a final note to him. Days of Our Lives spoilers. How was Abigail indeed suitable to write? The police had missed this tablet in the disquisition into Abigail's death. Chad remembers the terrible scene like history. It haunts him. She'd stayed at home to work on papers while he took the kiddies to a movie. When he returned, she was dead on the bed, a bloody mess. Chad doesn't understand how she was indeed coherent enough to write this note. But she did. He recognizes her handwriting, although it was shaky, and understandably so. The coroner was unfit to determine from her body how long it took her to die from her injuries, but from what she wrote, she knew she was dying. Eric prodigies if he'll have to slip into his former clerk part as Chad's feelings show in his face while reading his late woman's last note to him. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Abigail wanted Chad to find happiness with someone differently. After she failed, her final note to Chad reads, she wanted him to find happiness with someone differently after she failed, and someone who would love their little bones as much as she did. She hopes there's such a person that the children will love back. Abigail also expressed concern as to how her parents would handle her impending death. Unfortunately, Abigail didn't see who her bushwhacker was or feed him, other than she knew it was a man and he wore a ski mask. She did not write anything to indicate Clyde. The disquisition into her death will be restarted because there was the fewest bit of blood that made the slick outside of the tablet sticky. But indeed, though her murder disquisition may no longer be an unrestricted case, it does give Chad some check that she'd want him to find love again. We've the rearmost Days of Our Lives spoilers from Monday, May 13 to Friday, May 17. Leo's at the center of an unanticipated hassle. Chad discovers commodity important of Abigail's, and Steve tails Eva into a corner. Plus, Stefan turns to Paulina for help with a delicate matter. Read on for that and further drama headed to Salem. Days of Our Lives spoilers week of May 13. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, May 13. Now that EJ knows the verity regarding Jude, he and Sloan sit down to hammer out a deal that will give both of them what they want. One thing Leo presumably didn't have on his to-do list moment: encountering Eric and Nicole. But that's exactly what happens. Rafe might want to sit down, because Jada's about to tell him everything about her history with Bobby. Meanwhile, Stephanie is taking a trip down memory lane with Everett. Kristen wants to know about the murders of Lai and Gil, so she goes to the person she believes connects them, Ava. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, May 14. Tate can't help but wonder why Holly is tiptoeing his textbooks. Marlena wants to know exactly how Brady feels about Rachel's mama. Does Alex have real passions for Theresa? We might find out when she admits that she'd kinda like them to be in sanctioned thing. Rafe, Jada, Stefan, and Kristen join together and in trouble to clear Gabby's name. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Wednesday, May 15. Chad finds Abigail's journal, which leads us to a question: what are the rules about reading someone's private journal if that person is dead? Asking for a friend, Eric and Nicole will be spending indeed further time together as they work on a special piece about Salem's homeless extremity. All Leo wants is to get his drink on, and then comes Sloan, ticked off about what he told EJ. Meanwhile, Rafe goes to see EJ to lay out his proposition of what really happened to Lai Shin. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, May 16. Xander plans commodity special for Sarah. No, not a kilt exchange, a scavenger quest. When Maggie makes it clear she's not entirely thrilled with Alex, Theresa does what she can to try and calm the situation. John and Marlena talk about how effects will play out as Victor's wealth is eventually distributed and how Constantine will reply. Off a talk with Jada, Steve and Kayla find out just how bad effects look for Clyde. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, May 17. EJ decides against continuing Lee's murder case, so Stefan takes effects to advanced power Polina. Steve wants to know exactly what word Ava might have regarding Clyde in general and where he's at in particular. John pays Jude a visit and winds up extending Eric a helping hand. Given that their Mama's Day ended in a fight, Nicole does what she can to try and make effects right with Holly. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.